The Halal Travel Podcast.
Hello again, and welcome to another episode of the Halal Travel Podcast.
Wow.
Finally, we're in sync.
Kuat gila.
Yeah, so in this episode, it's going to be another side talk episode, and today we are going to talk about cruise to nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's been more than a year since we can travel outside of Singapore. So a lot of other companies are trying to figure out how to encourage people to travel. And so they came up with traveling to nowhere. You know, previously, I think airlines were talking about flights to nowhere and then it didn't happen.
Yeah,
but
I
now
got a
we
lot of-
have cruises to nowhere. So have you been? Have you been on it? Have you not been on it? And what are your thoughts about cruising
I like-
to nowhere?
I like how you ask like you don't know at all whether we have been or
Yeah.
not.
Of course. It's called acting.
So good. No, I tak pernah. I've never been. I know you guys have.
Yeah. We
I know
have.
there is video proof of it that you guys have been.
Go and check it out.
How was it? Out of 10, will you recommend? What are your out of 10? Please.
Why?
Just say.
Okay, so that particular instance, it was my first time being on a cruise, and the first thing that I was afraid of was being seasick. At some points in time, I was seasick, so I prepared with the seasickness pills. It helped in a little bit.
Reminds me of Bintan all over again.
Yeah, but this time around it was much more manageable.
Okay.
Except if you already have motion sickness and you go and experience the VR, that's the worst decision ever because I wanted to vomit at the
Also
moment.
because your choice of VR.
Yeah, it was that. So you look
Baby
like
walker.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that it reminds you of like being strapped into a baby walker,
Okay.
and then you're just like running macam treadmill gitu,
Okay.
and trying to shoot things. And I was like, what in the world? And sometimes you are like moving here and there, but you are not actually moving.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
And it's amplified by the movements of the ship also.
Yes.
So it's okay.
Yeah, the waves. But I think that was a good experience. I thought when you are on a cruise, you wouldn't have much things to do because most of the time cruises would have to dock to a particular destination, right? And then you would have to chance to experience that particular place that you're docking at. But since we are on the cruise, I thought in my head that there was not much things to do. But surprisingly, since we were there for
3 days to like.
3 days, 2 nights, there is a lot of things that you can actually explore.
Yeah.
What about the view? Like, is it like a sea of nothingness?
Yeah, it's a sea of nothingness. But I
Okay.
think it's refreshing because like in Singapore, because we're such a small island and like
Right.
we are the transit of shipping containers, right? So when you see when in Singapore we see an ocean or like the sea, you see ships. But when you're on the cruise, you don't see anything
Oh,
else.
so like
it's,
really you see like
it's
empty.
really vast.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was probably the first time.
Yeah, so the sea and the sky merged into one horizon, and it's, to me, it was especially cooler at night because what you see, right, is pure blackness. Unfortunately, when we were there, we are not able to see any stars because it was very cloudy.
Oh no.
If not, it would be a perfect time to actually be at the top of the ship, and then you can see the stars.
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
you know?
But do you get like beautiful sunsets and sunrises?
I slept through it.
Kenapa? Or sunset. Or sunrise.
Yeah,
Both
sunrise.
ah.
Sunset.
I mean,
were-
we had sunset. We had sunset.
Do you,
We were going
do
around
you
the
visibly
pool.
see the sun setting, or is it like macam far? Not the right
I'm not
kind
sure
of-
if it's the sun, but
Okay.
there was like a ray of sun.
like the golden hour.
The golden
you see,
hour,
okay.
yeah,
The
yeah.
rays, okay.
Yeah.
I see. But you lay how was it? I know Hazar.
Yeah, she has a lot of things to share actually.
Enjoyed it so much that she went again.
Yes. So I think like the first time I went, it was my second time on a cruise. Siapa ni phone? Oh,
shit. Sorry, I never start.
Sikit tak apa. Just go on.
My heart will go on. Okay, that was not the melody, but yeah.
My heart will go on. Okay. Actually, it was my second time on the cruise when we went to with Halal trip. But like thank God we went to the first one because honestly the experience was a lot better
Is that so?
when I went with Halal trip. So macam because we had a good bed also. We had the better room. So we had the palace room. So everything was like really nice. Everything was spacious. And so the time that we went, I think it's still new. Kan? I think around, they just launched it. Then we went like 2 weeks after. So it was really empty. And like, initial plan is that you can only enter the pool 1 hour in your entire trip.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a lot of people, so people could go and come and go. So that was good. When I went for the second time, it was so many people. It was as if like they overboarded people, because it was a lot of people, and like the queue was very long, especially di tempat makan. So if you didn't come like on time or like right when it opened, it would be a longest queue lah. So that wasn't very enjoyable, and like you have to really book your slots. If not, you won't get any. And the second time that I went, it was raining.
Oh no!
So lagi lah, it's like you don't get to experience a lot of things. But we tried. At least I tried the slide for the
water
pool.
slide. Yeah.
So good. It's so good. I'm so sad you didn't get to try.
No, it's fine. I get to try the zip line.
Yeah, it's the zip line. I'm like, we didn't try it when we were there for the first time. It was almost like a torpedo.
Do you think that like your first experience was a lot calmer because it was like a press trip, and then not as many people, a lot more well thought out, and then like the second one is obviously open to everyone?
Therefore, I think it's also because like they knew when we went, and people are still unsure about the safety. Like how do you know if there's COVID? Someone on board is COVID. But like, luckily we went through the entire ship, and they went through like, if there is a case of COVID, they would be placed in isolation rooms. So everything is really well thought out. In fact, we also saw like operating theatre. Kan?
Yep. Operating theatre.
Yeah, in the ship,
Okay, I believe you.
It's Grey's Anatomy in the ship.
Yeah, I just can't imagine, right?
Yeah.
For like, I guess, if you're out in the sea, it's difficult to rush back to dock and find a hospital.
Yeah, the ship is so big, how fast can you
I
go?
can't imagine how. Okay, I know how big the ship is, but when I hear you guys say like it's so tiring walking from one end to the other end, I just cannot imagine the distance. Is it like from here to the MRT?
No lah.
I think it's like a 1 football field length. No, maybe bigger.
From end to end.
End to end.
I think there's about like 1,000 rooms in the cruise ship, I think. And there's, how many floors was there? 17. So I think level 4 is where you are ground level, which is where the water, 0 degrees above sea level, anyhow say. But I think so lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
0 feet lah.
Yeah.
0 degrees up.
Okay, sorry, my bad. But
Yeah.
But when we are there, we had the chance to speak to a lot of the staff. And what was very surprising was the fact that most of these cruise staff, they're not able to actually meet their family members or even go back home or disembark from the cruise ship ever since the pandemic hit.
Oh my gosh.
And that was very saddening for us. So we try our best lah. And at least now with more people and they have a chance to interact with the outside world a little bit.
Yeah.
I think this cruise especially is doing really well. I think it's also the first halal cruise, right? Something like that, yeah. So I think it's got. Until now, I still see a lot of people going on the cruise.
Yeah.
I think when I I personally have very little interest in cruises, just because I think this is very. I think it is very very presumptuous of me. But I just feel like they are meant for the elderly. They're more. It's popular with the elderly, I feel.
Yeah, but the thing is that if it's popular among the elderlies, they won't be able to walk as much on the ship because it's very big.
And they don't know. They just stay one place. No, that's not my point. The point.
Okay. So all in one.
The point is, I just feel like I just feel like there's not much things to do. Also,
relax.
I think it's just relax. I think I'm just a very city person. Like I like to kind of walk about and go out and see things. I don't know how I feel about like the same view every day. Although like I'm very interested to see like the horizon that you're talking about. just you don't see a finish line. But yeah, I've never been like particularly interested in cruises. But like I guess this one, after hearing you say the bed is amazing, most amazing bed,
and it's so cold.
The room,
at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have aircon.
I believe.
We've been convincing Rauda to
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Hazra has gone twice. She was like, school just school.
Yeah.
And because you have like, their prices are quite affordable also. They had a promotion and things like that.
Yeah.
Almost equivalent to like an actual staycation that you have here.
But if you were going to go, I would suggest 4 days, 3 nights.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
there is no time really.
Because when you are embarking the ship, it's like 3 p.m. because you also have to do your COVID test and that takes a while. And then on the last day, you are checking out or disembarking at 9.
Can ask for
9 onwards.
late checkout?
Tak boleh.
I don't
They
know.
check out floor by floor. So technically, when we were at the palace suite, kan,
They were trying to clear us first, is it?
yeah, us is first. So macam it goes downwards. Yeah. So if
Oh, you
you're
get
lower floor-
priority if you're in the palace suite.
Yeah, but priority is like you leave the ship first.
First, but
You
I
have
want to
less
leave
time
the
to
ship
prepare.
last.
Yeah, exactly.
last one, like what's the time difference? So
11 maybe.
oh, that's long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
between 9 and 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they when you disembark? Do
I
they
can't go to
have new
toilet.
people come in
So
on the same day?
Yes.
Oh, they're busy. Yeah.
Busy.
Yeah, they're very busy.
Yeah.
Imagine when you are flying and then you
Back
land
to
right,
back,
and then
yeah.
they have people come in clean right. Imagine them doing that for the whole ship. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know what we talked to our butler. So we had a butler for the palace.
Bougie.
My butler's name is Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
Mark, if you're listening. I saw Mark on the cruise for the second time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Anyways, and then they said like, we asked them macam, do you not have off? Kan? Macam, and what do you do to like relax? So they say they actually have their own lounge all the way at the bottom of the ship. So that's where they relax and everything lah.
Yeah, but they actually work every single day. When I
Yes.
spoke to one of the staff, and they get tested for COVID every week.
Wow. I mean, I understand they need to, but working every single day.
And I think they only get to sleep or something like that when everybody is asleep, kinda.
It's hard.
Cari makan.
Yeah.
But on top of whatever that we can do on the cruise, right, there are different workshops that you can take.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So it depends lah on the different themes that the
Okay.
cruise wants to embark on. Konon. So the new one is going to be some during Ramadan and Eid, they're going to have like some chef, Malay celebrity chef to teach how to cook
Chef
properly.
Mel.
I don't know the name. He doesn't want to tell me.
I mean, if you're traveling during Ramadan, they still have
They
options
make it
like
easy.
make it easy,
Okay.
sahur,
Alright.
iftar.
I wonder how the times are when you start.
Follow Singapore.
When do you see yourself on the map when you're on the cruise? Where are you?
Nowhere.
Cut the episode. That's where we end. Nowhere.
I believe we were like turning around somewhere.
Streets of Malacca.
Near Singapore.
That's
still
what they
lah.
say, Streets of Malacca. But in the ship, you can see the map of where you are.
Yeah.
But it's like you're moving around in a circle at don't know where.
You could be don't know where, and they can just show whatever.
That's true. That's true.
You
That's
still
true.
think that's where you are, but maybe you're just 500 meters away from Singapore. I don't know.
They say it's a circle, but then the cruise ship actually goes stun, like reverse. So I'm like,
So
are we
she
moving?
and go back.
Yeah, moving straight up and then going backwards, or are we really moving in a circle?
That would be
That's the
really- that would be
question.
really
That's
funny.
true. That is so true.
Yeah.
We didn't even turn, right?
No, I don't
There's no
think so.
turning involved. So,
Maybe you don't feel it. It's so wide. The turn is so wide that you don't feel it.
but we would.
You would see
Yeah.
the ships around that moving also, mah.
I thought no ships around.
No,
When you come back
when
to
you're
the dock.
coming
Oh,
closer, yeah.
That's true. This is confusing.
we need to go again for the third time.
to verify this.
Maybe.
But I think I would suggest people to go.
Okay.
At least once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
I really like it how like it's really everything in one. Macam you can sleep there, you can eat there,
You can
and then
shop
you get
there.
to shop there.
Duty free,
Don't
guys.
shop, don't shop, please. It's a lot of money.
Okay, but it's duty free though.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's just my family and I, we just let go of ourselves and like we buy whatever we want. Beratus, eh?
Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is that you don't pay using your cash, so everything will be added to your tab.
Right.
Only at the end of the trip you
That's how they get
pay it
you.
off. Yeah.
And you have to pay for gratuities as well, right?
Yes, gratuity fee.
That's like the tips.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they don't charge it in your ticket. Only when you're on the ship. Yeah. I would go again, honestly.
Okay lah.
Yeah, Rhoda is like still indecisive whether or not she should go on board.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
I think the only reason why you wouldn't like it is
Yeah.
because too many people.
No, I think it's because there's nothing much to do. She's a city girl. She
But
likes
she can do a lot of things there.
I want.
Like high elements.
Okay.
You can play
How
golf.
do that?
You can play ping pong. You can use the slide.
Yeah, there's the
I just
4D,
did a lot of
4D roller
things.
coasters.
Yeah.
I think you can do anything and everything.
Yep.
Only if there are not a lot of people. That's the main turn off.
I mean, Nurul brought up a good point. Like once in your life, so
See
that,
whether it's something up your alley. If not, then so be it. It's fine.
just wait for the experience like once, just to say like I know how it feels like to be on a cruise. Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe in the future.
Yes.
Inshallah. All right. So that's the end of the side talk. So some of us want to go again. Some of us don't. Is still unsure.
Yeah.
So if you are interested to find out more about our experience on the cruise to nowhere, you can view our video.
Yes.
So we'll
Click
add
above.
in the iCards above. Maybe it's this way. Maybe it's that way. Or in the description box below. If not, you just go to YouTube, find us at Halal Trip, and we'll see you there. Bye.
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 If you're in Singapore, you'll know that food is our number one priority. Food and Singaporeans are practically inseparable. It's literally the best ingredient for any occasion, any stress you got going on. Food solves everything. Because, for example, if it's your birthday, let's go eat. You got a promotion, you deserve a treat, sayang. You feel like pulling your hair out, come on, I'll bring you for supper. Yeah, you get what I mean? It's literally perfect for everything. And of course, we want to tell you everything about it. Like places you didn't know were halal, or 12 new halal places you need to try this week, for example. We are determined to make your tummy bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger than last year or any time. So follow us on the blog to get all the insights at www.halaltrip.com, and of course we are also on every social media platform at Halal Trip.
Alright guys, thanks for listening. So we'll see you on the next episode. Don't forget to give us a shout out on anchor.fm/the Halal Travel Podcast. Your voice message could be featured in our next episode.
Yep. And if you have any advertising and collaboration opportunities, contact us at info@halaltrip.com. That's info@halaltrip.com.
Also, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Halal Trip. We're also now on Telegram and TikTok. Until next time, get inspired, go and inspire others.